Hey, Mama Girl, welcome to Prepandland's podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in this week. I have missed you. So. I know it's only been a week, but honey girl, I've missed you. I love our good conversations. So thank you so much for tuning in. Listen, if you are new here, this is your podcast for travel enthusiasts like you. I am your host and your travel agent, Jamie, and today we are going to dive into the ultimate guide for preparing your next travel adventure. Okay, so listen, whether you are a new to this type of individual or a true to this type of individual, I want you to know that this episode will cover everything you need to know to ensure a smooth and stress-free journey. So grab your wine, your water, your popcorn, whatever you have, and come on in here and let's have some good conversation. Come on now. So the first step for a successful trip for you and your family is to be thorough. Make sure you have thorough research, okay? You want to make sure you know any document requirements like passports and visas. You also want to know any local laws, and you want to know the culture and the norms of your destination, okay? It is also wise to research the best times to visit. So you want to know like the peak seasons. If there's a certain thing that you are looking for in that destination, you need to make sure that you know the best time to be able to take advantage of that opportunity that you are trying to have, okay? And you want to also know any safety tips that you should be aware of, okay? Now listen, you can get document requirements and safety info by going to like your government's website. You can also go to Google and YouTube, Instagram, any social media stuff, and look at the destination of your choice and see the different customs and the do's and the don'ts that you do. And you can get also reviews from other travelers who have already been there and can give you the insights and scoops. And you can also go to your locals as well. So let's make sure that we are researching and developing our destination. I say researching and developing, but I love it. Make sure you are researching your destination, okay? Okay, so the next thing, once you've done your research, it is time to start planning your itinerary, okay? You need to decide what mode of transportation are you taking. Honey, listen, are you going 1 is by land, 2 is by sea, 3rd is by air? Listen, what are we doing? We need to know. And not only do you need to know what you're doing, you need to know where you're sleeping, okay? We need to know where we're staying and are we comfortable in where we are staying. Listen, after you figure that out, you need to book your accommodation. Where are you sleeping? Where are you putting your head at night? We want to also look at the activities and the tours that you want to do for you and your family, because even though we enjoy the rest and relaxation, I am a key supporter of the rest and relaxation, but we also want to make sure that we're not staying in the hotel just watching TV all day, because that's not a vacation. You can do that when you're at home. We're not doing that. Not on vacation. There's a time for rest and there's a time for exploration, and we need to make sure that we are planning both, okay? Okay, so next thing we want to do is make sure that we do not forget about the travel documents, okay? We want to ensure that your passport is valid for at least 6 months before your return date, and you want to apply for any necessary visas that you'll need as well in advance, okay? And don't forget to pack your health documents and your travel insurance information. Friendly reminder that it takes about 10 to 13 weeks for your passport to get back to you. And on an average, it can take a few weeks to get your visa, but depending on what's all going on with you as an individual, it might take longer. So it is in your best interest. It's a good practice. It's all the things to make sure that you get your visas in order as well in advance before your trip. Okay? Okay, so packing wisely. Now listen, packing can be challenging. Okay, we talked about overpacking and the steps to make sure that we do not do that in my last podcast. If you have not done so already, I recommend that you go listen to it. Listen, we cut a lot of details in this whole packing thing, because who carrying all this stuff? Who? It ain't gonna be you. Actually, it will be you if you decide to carry all this luggage that you don't need. Overpacking is not good for anybody's back. It's not good for anybody's wallet. It's not good, okay? So we want to make sure that we are packing wisely, okay? Having a good packing list and knowledge about any baggage restrictions for whatever mode of transportation you take is, good. Okay, so, as always, like planes, they have the carry-ons. There's certain things that you can and cannot do when it concerns carry-ons. And then, there's certain weight limits with the checked bags as well. So making sure that you understand what's going on when it comes to the mode of transportation that you choose, making sure that you are packing appropriately, okay? Remember to pack essentials like clothing, toiletries, medication, and any electronics or gadgets that you need. You and your family, not just you. You and your family. Because we cannot have the children bothering you to the point of frustration. So packing electronics to keep them entertained will help you, mama girl. It will help you, okay? Okay, moving on. Let's talk about these finances. Okay, budgeting for your trip is crucial. Plan for expenses like accommodations and food and transportation and activities. Plan for all of that in your budget so you know how much you need to take with you. Okay. It's also a good idea to exchange currency before you leave and notify your bank of your travel plans so they do not cut your phone off and say that there are scammers. Scammers coming and using your stuff. I said phone. I meant card. We don't want them cutting your card off or your phone, so make sure you pay your bill before you go. Okay? I said that for somebody. That was in my brain, so I went ahead and said it to you. Make sure you pay your bills. So when you come home, all your stuff is still on when you get back, okay? And also, make sure you call your bank so they're not saying scam and cutting your card off. I've covered in greater detail about finances and how to save and all the good things in prior podcasts, so I do recommend that you go check those out. But I can give you some little teasers if you haven't done so yet to encourage you to go check out those podcasts and listen to them. So listen, you can do the high interest saving accounts, putting your travel funds into high interest saving accounts to grow it a little faster. You can also use like money market accounts. You can utilize your points and your rewards from your credit cards to book your flights and your hotels, things of that nature. Listen, it goes on. It goes on and on and on, all the things. So go check out the different podcasts of what I've said about how to manage finances, how to plan financially for your trips. Okay, so moving on. The next thing you need to do is prepare your home. Now, what do I mean by this? Before you leave, take steps to ensure your home is secure. Okay, we want to make sure that the windows are locked, the doors are locked, all the timers are set. Timers are set for like your lights to make sure they come on at certain times so it's looking like you're home when you're not, okay? Do you remember that movie, Home Alone? That Christmas movie, it's a good Christmas movie. If you have not seen it, you've been sleeping under a rock. It's okay. I have my rock moments, but we need to make sure we look at that movie because it's a great example of what I mean when I say set your lights on a timer to make it seem like you're home. Get your house looking like you still occupying it, even though you're not there. And it is also good to ask your friends or neighbors to collect your mail so it's looking like you there when you're not, okay? Taking these precautions will give you peace of mind while you're away for however long you're away. And who doesn't want the peace of mind, okay? Okay, so do that. Do that. Next thing, you want to take care of your health and your safety, okay? So your health and your safety should always be your priority when you are traveling, okay? Visit your doctor for any necessary vaccinations or prescriptions that you will need. Purchase travel insurance. Purchase travel insurance. Purchase travel insurance to cover emergencies, okay? And keep a list of emergency contacts handy. Now listen, y'all know how I feel about that travel insurance. It is not just fluff. I say it every opportunity I can get because people are sleeping on it. They are avoiding it. They are saying, oh, honey, I don't need that. And then, stuff might not happen. Yay, congratulations. But then stuff might. And then what you gonna do? Listen, healthcare across the country costs way more than healthcare in your own country. And having travel insurance helps you prepare for the unexpected. Okay. So do not skip that step. Okay, mama girl. Okay. Moving on. Let us stay connected, okay? Staying connected while traveling is now easier than ever with all the technologies, gizzards, gas modes, all the things, okay? You can stay connected by activating your international roaming if you are going across the country on your phone, or consider getting like a local SIM card for better rates. Listen, don't forget to pack chargers, adapters, and power banks for your electronics, okay? It is important, especially if you're going across the country, because what outlet works for you in your home will not work from you outside of your home cross country, cross the sea, okay? Okay. Final checks. Let's talk about this. We're going to talk about this. This is the last thing I have. Final checks. Okay, so let's make sure that we have everything we need packed and ready to go, and brush up on any basic phrases in the local country, the country that you're going to. Okay, if you are traveling to a foreign country. Listen, knowing how to say hello in the primary language of the destination will help you go far. I'm a firm believer in that, and that is why I told you. Okay, so listen, there you have it, a general guide to preparing you for your next adventure. Oh. Listen, by following these steps, you will be well equipped to handle any challenges that may come your way and fully enjoy your experience, okay? Okay, so listen, if you're saying, Jamie, I'm ready to start planning my trip with you, you can contact me by going to my website, www.prepandland.com. That's www.prepandland.com. Y'all see how I did that L? That's because I was about to just say A-N-D, and that would have been incorrect. Listen, you can either make an appointment or you can shoot me a message and we can schedule a time to have conversation. And if you're saying, Jamie, I don't need you to help me book my trip, but I want to use your prices to book it. Listen, I don't mind helping you do that either, mama girl. You can go to a different website. It is jamiebarber.intellitravel.com. That's JAMIEBARBER.INTELLETRAVEL.com, and make an account on the website, and then you can book your trip from there. Listen, and make sure to subscribe, like, and follow all Prep and Land on all of our social media platforms. Listen, we got TikTok, we got YouTube, we got Facebook, we got Instagram, we got all the things. Let's choose to make life an experience and experience the life that we choose. We're not just up in here existing. We don't do that no more. Mama girl. We live. Listen, thank you so much again. Thank you so much again for listening. And I'll talk to you next week, okay? Okay. Till next time, mama girl. Peace.